Alabama CEOs make 226 times their average worker.
Wow.
Really, really insane stuff.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
The AFL-CIO every year has an executive pay watch, and that's where they report on what the CEO to worker pay ratio is at, S&P 500 companies. And it is always increasing every year, and it's always just wildly, it's insane is what it is. And so we got Alabama's numbers, and Patrick Darrington for the Alabama Political Reporter wrote up some of the Alabama numbers, and that is that Alabama CEOs make 226 times their average worker.
Wow.
Really, really insane stuff. In Alabama, the average pay for an S&P 500 CEO is $12,800,000, but the average worker pay was $56,000. This makes the average worker to CEO pay ratio 226 to 1. And the national average is 272 to 1. So we are a little bit lower than the national average, but that's mostly because we don't have very many large companies. The highest paid CEO in Alabama is Edward Aldig Jr. of Medical Properties Trust, who made $16 million during the 2022 fiscal year and a $600,000 bonus. Love that for him. CEO of Warrior Met Coal, a familiar name to listeners of this show, Walter Scheller III, is the 6th highest paid CEO in Alabama, with a compensation of $6,500,000. The UMWA gave Patrick a statement about that. They said, sustained greed like this was one of the reasons that workers at Warrior Met went on strike in 2021 and remains one of the reasons workers still haven't been able to get a fair and equitable collective bargaining agreement with Warrior Met. Company management still refuses to acknowledge the tremendous sacrifices the workers made in 2016 to not just keep the company alive, but to create the pathway to the high profits and excess corporate wealth that Warrior Met is seeing today. And that's absolutely the case. There were a couple, and that guy, while he was trying, Walter Scheller from Warrior Met, while he was trying to, make coal miners accept what would effectively be a pay cut, his pay rate increased 33% from 2020 to 2021. So in the year that the strike started, 2021, he got a 33% raise from $4 million to $6 million. Now, last year, his raise, which was much more modest at only 8%, which is $500,000. So, still more, $500,000 is more than most people are going to see in a decade. And he just got it. And that was a modest pay increase compared to what he had been getting. Again, for people, stealing the value that the coal miners create a mile or two beneath the surface of the earth. The company that had the biggest disparity in CEO to worker pay in Alabama was Hibbett Sports. The Hibbett CEO, Michael Longo, made $2 million and was ranked number 10 on the list of highest paid CEOs in Alabama. But that is 471 times more than what the median employee made.
Oof.
Which the median employee at Hibbett Sports made $4,387 last year. So crazy stuff there. The report also said that CEO pay continues to outpace the pay of working people across the country. And in the past 10 years, CEO pay at S&P 500 companies increased by more than $5 million to an average of $16.7 million in 2022. Meanwhile, the average U.S. worker saw a wage increase of only $15,000 over the past decade, earning an average of only $61,900 in 2022. So really, just craven stuff from the bosses of this country, but I'm told that they make so much more money than we do because they're just better than us. That's my understanding.
So they say.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.